everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be drawing on the very last page of my sketchbook. I am so happy that my sketchbook finally gets to get completed. So for the last page, I am going to be redrawing what I drew on the first page of my sketchbook, mainly to see how much I've improved, because I really like doing that. It's just really fun to see how much I've grown as an artist. So there is the first page, and I also wrote some goals for when I finish the sketchbook. So now I am just going to the back of my sketchbook, and I already have a rough sketch already drawn, so I am going to be defining the sketch, inking, and coloring. Anyways, so here is the sketch, and we are going to get started on the sketching, inking, and coloring process. Let's get started. I am going to start defining the sketch, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is using this big gray blob, which is known as a kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers are very, very helpful. You can mold them into whatever shape you like, and just roll them on the drawing, and it will come off pretty easily, and it won't leave any mess. Why does this kind of sound like an ad? That was my intention anyway, so yeah, I am erasing the drawing, and then I'm going to get started on defining the sketch. Notice how I don't completely erase the sketch. If I completely erase the sketch, then I would have to do the whole sketch over again, and that would just be wasting time and not be helpful at all. I am erasing it lightly, that way I can define lines, and it will be easier to see when I am inking. While I am defining the sketch, I am just going to talk about something that I need to address. I have not been posting. I don't know how long it has been since I haven't posted. Let me just check. It's been 2 months, and I wanted to start posting more, and nope, that hasn't worked. This video was supposed to go out like quite some time ago, and I have just been putting it off, so hopefully this video comes out soon, and hopefully people are watching this video right now. So yeah, right now I am defining the eyes, and this process takes a while, which is usually why I don't record it, and I usually just skip to the coloring process, mainly because I think it's the most satisfying, but I kind of felt like people wanted to see the entire process of me drawing. Also, the sketchbook you're seeing, I finished the sketchbook quite some time ago. There are still quite a few unfinished drawings, but once this video gets out, I really want to make a sketchbook tour because I really love doing sketchbook tours. One, it doesn't really require me to draw for that video, so it'll definitely be quicker to do. But I'm not complaining. I really do love drawing. The videos just take a bit longer to edit than my sketchbook tours. And also, I just love sharing my art with you guys and all the sketchbook tours I've done. Alright, enough about me boo-hooing about how I haven't been posting. Let's talk about what I think I've improved on in this drawing compared to the first drawing I made in the sketchbook. The first thing I'm pretty sure you all have noticed is the eyes. Those eyes are massive. I'm positive that they are bigger than her hands in that drawing. Like, they look like beetle eyes, honestly. So I think the eyes is definitely something I've improved on. The eyes here are way smaller, and I think they turned out a lot cuter. Another thing I think I've improved on is the hair. I have made it a lot more defined, and I think I've also made the clothes a lot cuter. But you know what? I'm glad for every bad drawing I have made, because all those bad drawings lead up to improvement. If we didn't make all those drawings we thought were bad, we wouldn't have been able to get to where we are today as artists. We wouldn't have learned from our mistakes and grew in our creativity And just remember, it's always okay to make mistakes because we learn from those mistakes and we grow from them. Alright, so that is about it for the defining of the sketch, and the next thing I am going to do is move on to the inking. Before I get started on the inking, I am going back in with my kneaded eraser and erasing the sketch again. You might be wondering, why am I erasing it for the second time? Am I going to go over it again? No, because when I go over it a second time, the lines become thicker and I'm able to see the sketch a lot more, and it's honestly easier to ink over it when there isn't as much graphite on the paper. So you can see a lot better than my first sketch because I went in and defined it, and it's just a lot easier to see and there's not as much graphite on it. Finally, I am moving on to the inking. I am starting off with the eyes, and I have to be very careful with inking because if I mess up, there isn't really going back. I do have white pens, so when I do mess up, I go in with a white pen, but I don't like to mess up and use the white pen because when I do and I color, you can still kind of see that white show through, so I try my best not to mess up. As I said earlier, inking is not my favorite part of the art process, but I do like seeing how it comes together after I get all the ink on the paper. The final part of the inking is just coloring in the boba and the see you soon word bubble. It honestly isn't too much to talk about, but I do think the little boba turned out really cute. The final thing I am doing for the inking is inking in my channel name, and now I am going to go in with my kneaded eraser and erase all the pencil marks, and we are done with inking. It is now time to move on to the coloring. It's time to move on to the coloring, and as usual, I like to start off with the skin. I am doing something a little different and am coloring in the blush and the shadows before I apply the base color, and this technique actually works really well. The two brands of markers I use while coloring are called Copic markers and Ohuhu markers, and you can find what other supplies I use down in my description. The last piece of skin I'm going to color is the little bit of leg that's showing underneath the shorts, and after that I am moving on to the eyes. It's now time to color the eyes. The eyes, just like the original drawing, are going to be a light blue, and I think it was definitely an improvement compared to the original drawing. After I do the eyes, I color in the mouth, which really isn't that hard. I just do a little bit of blending with some reddish pinks. I colored the bows the same lightish purple that I did on the original drawing, and they turned out really cute. I am also coloring the scrunchies behind the hair. The next thing I am coloring is the hair, and there isn't really much to say except I'm using dark yellows and light yellows for shading and such. And yeah. Okay, something I'd like to talk about is what content would you like to see from me? So, this is probably gonna be my last video of the year, and I'd like some ideas on what type of videos I should make on the new year. I know I'm definitely gonna make a sketchbook tour because like this is the last page of my sketchbook and I really enjoy making sketchbook tours. But do you guys want to see more? Do you want me to make tutorials, drawing your C's, my drawing process? Please let me know in the comments because it would be very helpful. And um yeah, there's not really much else to say here, but I really hope I'm going to be able to post more in the new year. The next thing I am going to color is the shirt. And there's not really much else to say for the shirt, so I'm just going to let some relaxing music play while you watch me color the shirt. I'm coloring the boba next, and this is a purple boba. I'm not really sure what flavor this would be. I think it's called taro. Let me know what flavor would this be in the comments, or just wrong answers only. I tried my best to make this look transparent, just like the original drawing. I don't know if it worked or not. I think it did, because, you can kind of see the shirt showing and stuff like that, so, I think I made it look transparent. But you know what, it's not really that important, because it's just a drawing by the end of the day. Next thing I colored was the purse, and I really like how this purse turned out. What confuses me about this purse is how does she open it? Because I'm not seeing any pouches or anything. It just kind of looks like just a heart thing. Honestly, I don't know how she would open that. Alrighty, we are moving on to the bottom half, and I am coloring the shorts. I love how these shorts look because I think I made them better than the first version of this drawing I did, and I definitely improved on how I draw these shorts. Next thing I'm coloring did not take long at all. I was just coloring some stripes on the leggings, and yeah. We are nearing the end, and I am coloring in some blue on the motion on the hands, and am coloring in this little boba guy. If you guys have any name suggestions for this little boba dude, please let me know down in the comments, and I will pin whoever has the best boba name. This boba guy was a lot of fun to draw, and I really love how he turned out. I like his little lid hat and just the overall look of him. Now I'm coloring the see you soon word bubble with purple. Not really much to say here. Alright, next thing, I promise we are almost done. I am coloring in stripes for the background, just like the original drawing. It was kind of hard to get the lines to be accurate and straight, but I think I did a pretty good job. Okay, random question. Is it just me, or do any of you get worried that when you're coloring in a large background, not that I really draw super big backgrounds, but when you're coloring in a large area of space with one color, do you ever worry that the marker is gonna run out on you? Cause I sometimes do, it's just even if it's a brand new marker, I think you sometimes still just worry that it's gonna run out on you. But you know what? I had nothing to worry about here because it ended up working out just fine. The final thing that I am going to be doing for this drawing is adding highlights. That is about it for this drawing. I have had this video footage for such a long time, and I am so happy to be finally getting it out because I've put this off for way too long. I finished the sketchbook a long time ago. So yeah, I'm just really glad to finally be posting this video. And yeah, here is the finished drawing. I really like how it turned out. And here is the old drawing for reference. I think I have definitely improved. And please let me know in the comments that if you think I've improved or not. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, please like and subscribe. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good day or night. Bye!